Dog's playing. I know that wind again. It's always winding lately. Just nothing but wind. Oh, got to turn the lights on. Well, lights, camera, action. So, gonna have, this is coming out, this pump. This is actually gonna come out in the summertime. So this whole old milk house is gonna be empty again. But for now, I'm getting this old pump out right there, and I'm gonna just get a tarp right for now and just cover this wall. And I'm gonna hang either a heater, I don't know, or just set it here. It's an old, that's what it is. It's a milk house heater, it's called, for the milk house. Not very expensive, 32 bucks. I found one at the local hardware down here. They're geared for farm still, and actually the homeowner, but a lot of farm stuff still. Whoa, hello. 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 There's the goaty goats. Now that one there, this one, right there, good old Spitter. Hello, Spit. Actually, her actual name is Riley. We call her Spitter because she foams at the mouth. There was a good goaty goats. Yeah, she was a good goaty goats. She likes to get itched too. She's going to be due. Right, Spit? You're going to be due here. This month. It's February, sometime late February, she's due. So I've got to get the milk house ready. And I want to see how much that little heater will heat that place, that little room, after I cover that wall. Now I know the old milk house has got to be rebuilt. We're doing that. We are. Thanks, Uno. But, you know, it's still, if I cover this wall here, this wall, it'll be good. I mean, yeah, there's cracks over there, a few. Other than that, I think we can keep it fairly warm, just having the heater right here and then the little goats here. I think that'll work. And there's Mary Ellen, she's cold. It's cold, isn't it?
It's cold outside.
Yeah. I'm explaining to everybody right now how this is going to work. We're going to hang a tarp here. You know, like if you close this door, I'll open that back one for the dogs, okay?
Yes.
You know, and keep that closed. There's no wind really. There's a few cracks, I was saying. You know, I can actually probably just stuff some bags in there. You know?
Seal up the cracks.
Yeah, and then put the tarp there. And I want to get that heater and see how warm it gets in here.
See how it does for the babies.
Just, yeah.
And you're going to remove that?
This week. This is going this week when I get my Massey back. Everybody will see that finally.
Yeah.
Monday, by the way. It's coming back Monday. I talked to them. You know, Mary Ellen has been so nice about this. She said, well, you need a cab. She went out of her way to get this cab for this tractor. So it made me happy. It made me happy. Phew. I got just done doing the water. Remember the old days? You'd see in old cowboy movies, so they would have a well and crank a bucket down in there and then bring up the water. That's what I was doing, except I didn't have a crank. I just used a rope, tied it to the pail and threw it down in there. The water's really close to the surface. It's maybe 3 feet down is all. It's a very wet winter season, so we had warm spells, and it's just, man, that thing was right to the top at one point. Anyway, so it's not very far to drop the pail, but I had to do that to fill up the water. Well, I can't wait till we get water here. I mean, just pumped into the barn, even if it's a hydrant right outside, and just took a hose, and I have water in the barn, and just anyway. Oh my God, that was cold today too. I think it's, I don't know what it is. They said it's going to get up into the 30s today. But, and you know, I'm sorry. I have to apologize to Mr. Noun Hours. Now he's Mr. Teddy Bear. Okay, he's Mr. Teddy Bear now. And I think he was watching a movie, a video, and then he's realized. I said, I wish I knew his name, and I do. It's just, I don't know if it's Mr. Noun Hours, or if that's his real name. I didn't want to say it like that. I don't know if it was just his channel. So anyway, if you got it from that, you've been a good friend of mine on YouTube. His channel is Mr. Teddy Bear now, and he's been really awesome. How you doing? Anyway, I'm just giddy again because, well, you know, I talked to the tractor, CNY Equipment, or Farm Supply down there in Cortland, and everything's put together. They said they're just going to button up a couple of things on Monday and bring it on up. The parts came in for the front end, and they've got that all together. He said it's working nice. They've done all the service work on it. The cab's just about all wired up. I can't wait to see it. I really can't. This is going to be awesome. All right, what I'm going to do, though, now, I wanted to film this. I've been talking about the back blade. How wonderful would it be on the Massey instead of having it on the John Deere? Well, let's go take a look at this thing. Okay, so here we are. The old John Deere 750. All right, so now, you're looking at this back blade. Well, I think, first of all, let's get measuring this thing. I think it's a 6-footer. I think. Okay. No. It's a 5-foot. It's a 5-foot blade. Okay, that's cool. It's 5 foot. But the thing is, see, on this John Deere, you need the arms on it. You got the 3-point hitch arms. That tow bar slides in on this tractor. That tow bar there slides in or out. I have it out. Doesn't hit. But see this arm? And see where the pins are? Okay. See how these are shaped? Well, on the Massey, they come out and they're really close. So you get one hooked up, and guess what? The other side, you can't get this to hook to the, you know, the actual arm, because it hits right here. Because the Massey's arms come up really close. So there's got to be, and here's the other thing. Oh, quick attach, you're always saying. All right, quick attach. Well, these arms move, right? They can move this out, they can move in, and a different dimension implement you can adjust because your arms can move a little bit, okay? All right, let's measure this thing. You're right here with me, let's measure. What's the distance between, let's put you back here, you can see. All right, so you have, come on now, a distance of 26 inches. Are these and I'd even say you could do 27. 26, I'm going to say 27 inches. Go with that, 27 inches. So, you have 27 inches between this point and this point, okay? All right, so if you have to have a quick attach arm that's at least 27 inches apart, because they're rigid. You cannot move them. Then once you put your arms, they're connected to that quick attach. They're not movable. Wouldn't it be nice if you could get one that you could move those? Now somebody should be making that. You can adjust them. Why not? Come on, man. But right now, I don't see any. All right. And the reason I want to put that, I mean, yeah, this tractor looks great on it, right, you say? All right, well, you got the Massey coming. It's got a cab on it. It's got heat. It's got a bucket on the front. You could put that blade on the back of it. How nice would that be? You could just go, and I'll show you why I want to do that now. I mean, it's cool having the bucket, and yeah, and all that. But I'm going to do this because it's windy out here. I hope the camera can take the wind. Look at how nice. Look how nice the blade does. See what I mean? It just pushes the snow to the side, makes a nice pathway. It cleans it right off. That's the difference. All right, we got 27 inches. Okay, let's go down here. I'm going to measure. All right, we're in the north barn, where a couple of things are stored. We have the disc bedder, which is also the cultivator, as you can see. I have my brush hog, and here is the rototiller. Maybe, just maybe, these are all the same. I don't know. Let's check it out. I got my handy dandy tape measure with me. Let's do this. Well, that's 27. That's 27. That's awesome so far. Here we have the brush hog. 27. Not so, pretty awesome so far. And last but not least, of course, this is saying a lot. This is saying, I mean, these can be adjusted actually, see? They have adjusters, but let's see where they set, right in the middle. Now that's 29. However, these can be adjusted, which is awesome. I don't know, it's dark in here. You see, they can be, you can move these a little bit in. So I'm not too worried then. I can move them in. These you cannot. They're rigid. They're where they are. But 27, and so is this. 26, 27 inches is about that. I'm going to go look online and see now what is out there, because now I know at least on that rototiller. That's a nice rototiller, by the way. This, I would recommend one of these. This thing just does a super duper job. You're asking me what kind it is, and see, I get lost in thought, but it's an RTA 1250, okay, and it's made by Land Pride, and wow, that tiller is really, really nice. That's made by Country Land. What the heck is that? There it is. Country Line, County Line, Country. County Line, it does a good job. I like it. It does good. This is King Cutter. And I also have that plow. Let's see, that could be hooked up to it too. I have to go measure that. That's in over where the Johnny is. But, you know, the more implements you get, these are probably pretty much what I need to use anyway. The tiller and anything else like the drag, you just hook up to your, you know, your tow bar. So it's not like you need the 3-point hitch there. But, so 27 inches seems to be the, that's interesting. All right, let's go back and measure at least one more item. All right, I was able to squeeze my butt in here. This is the plow down there. Let's see if I can get my tape measure to work down in here. If this is 27, it's actually, you know, not quite that. We're like craziness. Yeah. Where the heck is the other arm? There it is. There. That's exactly the same thing. There it is. Come on. There's grease all over the plow, so I don't want to keep it from rusting. Oh my God. That is, they must have make them, so they must make them all the same. Now, my objective, friends, is to go online and find a quick attach and see what the measurements are. They were saying they were measured, and I do remember seeing like 28, which would be good because they'll fit. That's what you want. 27, 28 inches. That's very interesting. It'll work. I'm getting that because there's no sense to me having this tractor hooked up to that and then having to get the bucket out with a Johnny or the Massey and having the cab with the heat in it and then having to get this out and do the long driveways because this thing is so awesome. I really, it's just like having you know, your blade on a pickup truck. It's not as wide, but man, it just snow gone. You just make a few turns and you're done, and it makes a nice path. You know, the bucket is fine. It really does a good job, you know, but you're loading the bucket up. If you had a pusher blade on the front of the bucket, oh boy, they make them. I have an idea in my head, and I still want to make that someday. And I'm telling you, I have an idea in my head about a blade on the front. It'd work great. So anyway, it's 27 inches, 28 inches what you need. So, but look at that. It's just look at the nice path it makes. And if the Massey has, you know, why get that out when, you know, now you're cold and you're just messing around with the Massey with a bucket on it. I'm getting that to work. I know I could buy another blade. Yeah, everybody's saying, buy a blade for it. Why? I already have one. You know, like I said, we've spent a lot of money on things. If you already got something, try to just find something that's going to work with it. I've seen them online now. I know 100, 150 bucks you can get a quick attach. Land Pride, I talked to my dealer about it this morning when I talked to them, and they said Land Pride makes one, it's 350 bucks. But it's because it's Land Pride. You can go in online, like I said, and see it. Nortrack, all sorts of brands out there, they're a lot cheaper. I know, yeah, you're right. It's just quality. All right, so I'm still doing a cheaper one. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go home and look online, and I'll do it together here. I'll just check it out, and we'll see what's up. Okay. All right, catch up with you. So this is the one I'm gonna choose. It's from Agri Supply, and the only thing I get confused about is these bushings they want you to buy with it. I'm not sure if I need them, but then they all say that. So I'm going to just purchase this one. I don't know if you can see it as well as I can because computers don't seem to come up on the camera that well, but the reviews on it are good. Even one said he had a Massey Ferguson just like mine, and everything worked on it great. So I think this is the one. It's from Agri Supply. Maybe anybody out there can give me a heads up on stuff. I don't know, but I'm purchasing it. I'm hoping it works well on the tractor, and if I need those bushings, I guess I can just get them later. I think it's so that here, down here where the pins go in, it might make it tighter. I don't know. We'll see how that works out for me. I'm gonna just get it. The thing about it is the shipping on it is $47. It's half as much as the implement thing, the Hitch. It's so stupid. Trucking is getting out of hand, you guys out there. But that's the one. I'm getting it. So, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I'm going to end it here with that. That's the one I'm buying. The reviews are great. 5-star rating. The reviews on it were good. A lot of them said that you know, you can buy a more expensive one, but this one does the job. This is really good. It's a good, well built. So let's go with it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.